Greetings, Marvel Strike Force fans. I am Cerebro, your community manager, and welcome to your community update. This week we are tapping into that inner evil scientist for the newest addition to the Marauders faction, Mister Sinister. If you ever looked at any of the other characters in Marvel Strike Force and said, I'd really like to have that guy on my team, now is your perfect opportunity. Mister Sinister has the unique ability to clone any character on the opposing team. This will even allow for you to clone powerful characters such as Ultron or even Dark Phoenix. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's start with his basic ability and go down the list. His basic is Psionic Beam. Attack the primary target for damage, and damage per non-cloned Marauder's ally. Gain an assist from a random cloned ally. Gain an assist from a random Marauder's ally. His special is Gene Therapy. Clear heal block from the two most injured allies. Gain offense up. Transfer all positive effects from an ally Mystique to this character. Spread all positive effects from this character to all mutant or cloned allies. Heal all allies for health of this character's max health. Heal all clones for health of this character's max health. His ultimate is Clone. Summon a clone of the primary target. This clone scales with Mister Sinister's stats instead of the primary target. The clone gains defense up for 2 turns. On war defense, generate 2 ability energy for all Marauders and cloned allies. His passive is Mutant Geneticist. On spawn, generate 3 ability energy for this character if non-cloned. On turn, heal of max health or max health per Marauder's ally. Apply regeneration to the 2 most injured mutant allies. On Marauder's ally turn, if this character's health is greater than 50%, redistribute 10% health from this character to that ally. Gain additional focus, and Marauder allies gain additional focus. Gain max health, and Marauder allies gain additional max health. On war defense, Marauder allies gain max health. Geez, design team, did we put enough in there? You forgot the kitchen sink. Basically, if you've been looking for a very unique character to add to your roster, I think the buck stops with Mister Sinister. A few other upcoming events include the return of the Mighty Phoenix and her legendary event. Remember that you need villain mystic controllers in order to unlock her, and you can filter for those in the character roster screen. She is truly one of the most powerful characters currently in the game, so if you missed her the first time, you absolutely don't want to let that opportunity pass again. For those of you building up your Fantastic Four team, you're going to get another shot at Namor with another upcoming blitz. And the newest Asgardian added to the game, Hela, the goddess of death, will also be getting a blitz to add to your team of Thor and Loki. And if you're still building up your city heroes, you will want to be on the lookout for the Neighborhood Watch event, which will reward 2-time character shard drops for city hero characters. All right, guys, I am thrilled to have here in the studio with us Mr. John Durr, the game director. Sounds like a big title. What exactly does that entail?
Oh, man, I've got the best job in the world. You know, I'm working on a game that I love, helping set the roadmap of features and events that go on in the game, working with an amazing team to make sure that it's up to quality and that it's fun.
So I know that you have been heavily involved in the production of Alliance War and Leagues. What was that like? I mean, you guys probably have, thrown some ideas around, stuff gets added in, stuff gets taken away. Can you give us a sneak peek into kind of what the development was like behind the scenes of that?
War was a thing, if you were there from the launch, you saw the coming soon TM for a year. So we knew, that's right. So we knew that we always wanted to get War out. One of the fun challenges always was like, hey, should we make this a 2D environment with a flat thing? And for us, we really want to bring things to life and to quality. And we really leveraged hard to make it a 3D environment so you get some of that spinning between the 2 helicarriers and zooming in on rooms and panning around.
So we've been listening to feedback. People have been giving us feedback about War. I know you guys have a couple of changes coming up. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're always looking at is just what's the experience in the game. And then in War, one of the early things we got feedback on is the experience around boosting. and some of the strategy around that. So we're making 2 changes actually there to improve boosting on defense in that experience. I think a lot of players have been in this situation. You are on defense, you're going to go look at the squads and see how they're performing. Somebody's under attack. You're like, I'm going to hang out here and wait until that combat's finished to see if I should boost the next room or if I should boost if they survive the attack, and then I can boost them after the attack. So we want to give the defender a little bit of an advantage. And to do that, we're putting an attack cooldown. If a squad survives, it'll be a few seconds before the next person can attack.
Oh, okay.
And that'll give the defender this small window to go ahead and boost that room as kind of payment for waiting there to see if the squad survived. And then the other feature, I'm super excited about this. Instead of having to wait for a squad to get destroyed before you can apply the boost to the subsequent squads, you're now going to be able to scroll through all the teams.
Oh, nice.
And apply the boosts in advance.
Okay.
And, one, you don't have to wait for boosting. But more importantly, you're going to be able to shake up how you set your defenses. A lot of players are going, we've got to put our 2 strongest defenders up front and maybe 1 or 2 at the end. Now, because you can set your boosts wherever you want, we hope that shakes up how you strategize your defenses, where you put your strong teams.
So a question we usually get from the community a lot is, like, what are our favorite teams? What's your favorite Alliance War offense team that you're using right now?
Oh, Power Armor is still probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
They just wreck shop. I've got so much fun with War Machine just nuking everybody.
Raffle Stomp, is that still this?
Yeah, I think the kids are saying that.
Do the kids still say Raffle Stomp, or am I aging myself?
No, you've got it.
All right, cool. All right, John, well, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and let us know what you're working on. Please come back and let us know, like, future projects that you're going to be doing.
Absolutely, anytime, Cerebro. It's you're doing a great job on this show. We love it, and thank you for all the work.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, it is time for my favorite part of the show, the Community Spotlight. Now, Halloween was just last week, and we got some great submissions to share with you. First up, Mike Covington was a rather buff Spider-Man. Look at the muscle definition on that guy, and is paired up with a mini Hulk. Aw, he's adorable. This family dressed up as the Power Armor team of War Machine, Rescue, and Iron Man, and look at that, he's even got the gauntlet. These guys are absolutely ready for their Alliance War. And we have not 1, but 2 Jack-o'-lanterns of Carnage. Steph Allen and James Hurley were both inspired by the Crimson Symbiote. It looks really awesome, guys. Now, next year, how about doing Venom? I would love to see what you guys use as the material to make that super long tongue. Now let's take a look at a few of the comments that you guys left on the last video. Riley Studios asks, are you going to add a 6th member of the Sinister Six? Yes, Riley, that was actually one of the first questions that I had when we were talking about the Sinister Six internally. While we don't have anything that we have announced or have any release dates, I think it's very safe to say that we have not seen the end of the Sinister Six. There are some particularly popular characters that have yet to be released that our designers definitely have on their list. Jonathan Collier asks, I'm just curious, how much do you play Marvel Strike Force, Cerebro? I play every day, and I use as much of my energy as I possibly can. I've been really enjoying Alliance War lately. I think my appreciation for that mode has really grown over the past few weeks. Playing this game is basically the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning. Like, seriously, my alarm clock goes off and I grab my phone and I start doing some missions to help me wake up in the morning. And it's probably one of the last things that I do before I go to bed as well after brushing my teeth. So, yeah, every day, dude. Every day. And over on our Facebook page, Rodrigo exclaims, "Justice for Emma Frost." Now, for those of you that have been paying attention to our official Facebook page, you may have seen a lot of comments for people suggesting Emma Frost. Yes, guys, we know you want Emma Frost. I have personally discussed this with our designers. Our designers are aware of it. They know that our players want this. Again, along with like Sinister Six, there are so many characters that are fan favorites that we will be getting to eventually in the future. So, a little bit of patience, but I can assure you she's being considered. And finally, I would like to highlight some just absolutely amazing content creators over on the Alternerd Reality website. These guys create some absolutely fantastic content, including videos, audio podcasts, these graphics, including raid maps and character breakdowns. You guys really just got to go over and check it out for yourself. It's alternerdreality.com/Marvel-Strike-Force. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode. Please be sure to like and again, comment below. That's going to be the best way to make sure that I see it and we might use it for the next episode. And be sure to follow or hit that subscribe button to make our old pal Shield Medic here happy. Come on, do it for him. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Strike Time. Are we really talking about New Asgardians next time? Sweet.